This high roller shootout has already seen a bounty of eliminations.
Oh, my God.
Yet one of the game's brightest stars still stands.
Big one for the bounty.
Daniel Negreanu may be the biggest target in the field.
For the bounty, one time.
But he's not alone. Some of the best online players in the world are alive as well.
I'm feeling really good. All I care about is winning at this point.
Winning this tournament would be huge.
Each seek the $350,000 winner-take-all prize. The final table looms in this PokerStars.net NAPT Bounty Shootout. To Mohegan Sun in scenic Uncasville, Connecticut, and the unique PokerStars.net NAPT Bounty Shootout. Lon McCarron with Norman Chad. And Norman, we have hit an exciting part of this tournament. 19 players are spread out over the 5 remaining tables, and of course only one player from each table will advance.
There is still a lot of talent left in this field, including one of the brightest young stars in the game, EPT champion Jason Mercier, the first ever NAPT High Roller Bounty Shootout champion Ashton Griffin, and his table mate Scott Seaver, who took down the overall bounty title at that Venetian event.
But of course, when 4-time World Series bracelet winner Daniel Negreanu is in a tournament, he commands a lot of attention. He remains at our featured table and remains a little befuddled by the man on his left, 24-year-old Faraz Jaka.
He is aggressive, which makes him dangerous. Plus, he's sneaky aggressive, which makes him more dangerous.
The Jack 3 OPP. You're lucky.
I'm lucky?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
Because you won that hand and you got lucky and you got kings against queens. That's pretty damn lucky.
Oh, yeah.
That's not skill. That's luck. Right?
I never said I was good.
I'm just letting you know. You know? Jaka, jaka.
Bit of an intimidating tone from Daniel. Let's take a look at where everyone at this featured table stands. Negreanu and Brian Lemke are quite short-stacked behind Faraz Jaka. Right now, everyone looking up at the leader, Perry Horwich, who has over 66,000 chips. Action begins on the short stack. Brian Lemke, ace-9 of hearts. And he's going to raise it up to 1,200. Daniel Negreanu on the button will fold. Jaka in the small blind. 5 tray off.
What we've seen from Jaka is he will play any 2 cards, and he will make them seem like monsters.
Example A right there. A re-raise to 2,800. Horwich folds. Lemke makes the call. The red box next to a player's name will let you know if they're in the small or big blind or on the button. Here's the flop. 10-6-9. Lemke's pair of 9s has the lead.
Friends taught Jaka how to play poker in college, and the rest of us have been paying the price since.
Jaka missed the flop, and he checks.
Lemke, an ex-bartender, which is good training for hearing bad beat stories.
He checks his middle pair. Turn card now is another 10. Jaka drawing dead, as you see by the 0% mark by his name. Jaka checks again.
Yeah, he wouldn't mind another free card with 5 high.
Lemke now with the pair of 9s. We'll bet at 1,900.
Lemke decides the water is safe.
Jaka quick with the check raise to 5,500.
Actually, when Jaka's in the hand, the water is contaminated. Jaka check raises, drawn dead.
Now, for 3,600 more, Lemke comes along. But he's got a little doubt about Faraz Jaka right now. A 4 on the river. Jaka first to act. He was drawing dead going to the river.
Well, Jaka had hoped his check raise would end matters on the turn. Does he have another bluff in his hip pocket?
He does, and he bets Lemke all in.
Lemke might be thinking back to Jaka's 3-bet pre-flop. Jaka trying to swaggle-foose him.
Lemke, the short stack, not willing to risk it all, lays it down.
Faraz Jaka is a scallywagging force.
Well, Norman, he may have decided at the beginning of the hand to run that bluff for all it's worth, and it worked.
Faraz Jaka, Jaka.
Jaka trying to make his second straight bounty shootout final table.
I am never going to call you anything but Jaka, Jaka. I can't do it.
Daniel continues his playful talk with Faraz. Perhaps he's a bit jealous of Jaka's good fortune and aggression. Both are invaluable in this tournament because this is a shootout. The goal, beat the table. Players are spread out over 6 tables. Win yours and you'll pocket up to $60,000 and advance to the final table. And this tournament has a twist, the bounty. For each person you knock out, you win $5,000. Collect the most bounties and win a seat to the next NAPT Bounty Shootout. And of course, this is winner take all, $350,000 to the last man standing. 4 tables remain in action here in this field. 1 table winner, Sam Stein, already advanced to the finals. Right now, Scott Seaver, who was very successful at the Venetian Shootout, is watching as that event's champion, Ashton Griffin, faces elimination against Greg Dyer.
Dyer's a Harvard grad with 4 EPT caches.
Dyer ahead with his ace-8. Griffin has to improve his king-9 to stick around. The flop 8, ace, jack, all diamonds. Aces up for Dyer, puts Griffin in the deepest of holes.
The earbuds will be removed momentarily.
Turn card is a 4, and out come the earbuds. Ashton Griffin, drawing dead, eliminated in 5th place here at table 1.
The first ever NAPT High Roller Bounty Shootout champion is gone.
And Dyer will score $5,000 for that knockout. Over at table 4, the 09 Bluff Magazine Player of the Year, Jason Mercier, is sitting out his hand, but he sees Dan Smith is all in and at risk with pocket aces. Matt Woodward flopped a pair of 10s and an up and down straight draw, hoping to collect Smith's bounty chip. Turn card is a 7, and Woodward hits the straight. Smith needs immediate help.
Well, only an 8 on the river would save Dan Smith. They would chop the pot.
The river card is an ace, and even 3 aces are not enough to keep Smith in the game. So $5,000 for the bounty to Matt Woodward. And table 4 is now 3-handed. At the featured table, Daniel Negreanu's focus has been squarely on the man on his left.
Jaka Jaka. Faraz, Jaka Jaka. You married yet?
I don't know.
No. Huh? You playing the field? Huh?
Don't plan on it anytime
Are
soon.
you playing the field? Rolling with the Vegas girls? Doing the circuit?
Daniel was briefly married. How does it feel, buddy?
All right. Action continuing on Daniel Negreanu. No bounties yet. He'll fold his 7 tray. Jaka on the button with 7-6 off. He'll raise his 7-6 to 1,500. Here he goes again.
That's a very active single guy.
Perry Horwich with pocket aces in the small blind.
Here it comes. Perry's going to re-raise.
Our radiologist du jour is having fun here.
And he'll make it 3,000 to stick around. Short stack Brian Lemke, ace queen. And he is all in for 68.25. Jaka will lay it down. Horwich calls, and he'll have Lemke in big trouble with all of Lemke's chips at risk.
Lemke was down to just more than 10 big blinds. Picked up a good hand at the wrong time.
All right, here's the flop, 6-6 deuce. No help to Lemke. Aces up for Horwich.
If Horwich ordered an x-ray for Lemke right now, he'd see a broken man inside.
Jaka's instincts were right. Originally to play the 7-6, he would have hit trips. Turn card is a deuce, and that is going to close it out. Lemke hits the rail, drawing dead. Horwich will grab the bounty and the $5,000 that goes with it.
More bounties for Perry.
Don't scare me, Daniel. You're frightening enough, really. Don't do.
Daniel Negreanu may be frightening, but he is still looking for his first ever NAPT bounty.
Hi, I'm Joanna Krupa, and welcome back to the North American Poker Tour. Think you've got what it takes to take on poker's best in an upcoming NAPT event? Log on to PokerStars.net and play in free daily tournaments to win your seat at the table. Now, let's get the cards back in the air.
Welcome back to Mohegan Sun. 4 outer tables still remain. Let's take a look at those leaderboards. Peter Jetton has the lead on a very tight table 6. Jason Mercier's 65,000 is neck and neck with Matt Woodward's 63,000 at table 4, while Sean Buchanan has the lead at table 3 over Steve Sung and Scott Paston. At table 1, Matt Glantz is in control of that 4-handed table. Right now, the man second in chips, Pat Pezzin, and Matt are spectators as the 2 short stacks are going to go at it. Their table mate, Scott Seaver, just called the all-in of Greg Dyer. Seaver tables pocket jacks. Dyer with 2 overs holds ace-queen off.
An Ivy League matchup here. Brown looking to knock out Harvard.
Yeah, I was going to say, put that one in the middle because that one's coming this way.
Seaver looking for his first bounty of this tournament. Here's a flop. Jack 4 king. Seaver with a set. Dyer with a Broadway draw.
You know what it takes to be the illest? It takes that.
Seaver called a jack just before it hit the flop.
Turn card now.
That's the river again.
And there's a 10, and Dyer hits his straight to grab the advantage.
It's just not been going well for me.
Dyer back off the mat. He now needs to avoid the board pairing to survive.
And a jack of clubs as Seaver brings down the big hammer with quad jacks to put Dyer on the outside looking in.
Seaver is the bounty hunter.
Dyer earns one bounty chip, and that is Seaver's first after that incredibly fortunate hand, which comes as no surprise considering how good he's been running lately.
I always say when asked the reason, why are you doing so well, that I'm being very lucky, I'm blessed. But I feel I'm playing very well, and it's just kind of coming together. I know my man. I've certainly been changing my game a bunch, and I just feel the more experience I have, the more hands I play, the better my reads are, and the better my knowledge of how people play becomes. I'm just really nervous for my opposition in a year. Are they really going to have no chance? I'm the guy laughing all the time. I'm talking it up with people. I'll tell you later for $1,200. This is your chance for a discount. I think it just makes a more fun atmosphere when people are being loose and relaxed. Do you believe in miracles? As much as I'd like it to be some brilliantly conceived, like, mastermind strategy, it's mostly just who I am. I'm that friendly, outgoing guy that likes talking to strangers and starting up conversations.
I have a lot of respect for Scott Seaver, but Lon, talking to strangers and starting up conversations is a road to nowhere.
Over at the featured table, Daniel Negreanu wouldn't mind getting a little bit of that Seaver luck. He's short-stacked and still looking for that first bounty. Meanwhile, Perry Horwich and Faraz Jaka are not making things any easier on him at that table. Action will be on Daniel. Three-handed here at the featured table. Ace-8 offsuit.
Daniel really loves this format, but he got knocked out quickly in the first shootout, and things aren't looking so good here.
He's going to raise it up to 1,200. Jaka in the small blind, 6 deuce of spades. What's he got against 6 deuce of spades?
He's just tired of betting. He needs
I
to
guess
rest.
so. He folded. Horwich
Do this.
with King 10 makes the call.
My cards are coming. I feel it. I wanted you to call so bad this time, but I feel like I'm going to flop a straight. I think a straight's coming.
Really? All right.
Like 5, 6, 7.
Daniel's been very talkative and leaking chips.
The flop now. Jack 5 ace.
Hard to make a straight with that stuff.
Yeah, but top pair for Negreanu and a Broadway draw for Horwich.
What?
I bet 2600.
Why?
It's just a little bit.
Horwich with the gut shot, plus maybe he does figure Daniel for small cards.
It's not that little a bit.
Daniel doubting his kicker.
What, at 26, right? Okay.
No, he makes the call.
I didn't expect you to do that. Got me confused now.
I think Daniel's comfortable with his aces, but he'll keep the pot small and monitor the radiologist.
Here's the turn. Another jack. Daniel still best.
All right. I'll bet 6,000.
You know what I think you just did?
What's that?
Got lucky.
6,000.
I've been feeling lucky all day. What are you talking about?
I think you just got really lucky,
It's possible.
but I'm not sure.
Can you let me know what you want to do?
Daniel's radar has been on the fritz.
I think you have 3 jacks. So what I'm supposed to do when I think that? I can't beat it. I'm supposed to fold, right? Okay. Blah.
Daniel considering laying it down. And he does fold.
That could be a really bad fold there.
I didn't think it was a bad fold.
No, I had a good hand.
The radiologist has the poker icon befuddled.
Yeah.
Daniel is reeling.
That was fun, though, for me.
You seem like you're having lots of fun so far.
Oh, yeah.
All them pretty chips.
And some of those pretty chips used to belong to Daniel, who just can't seem to get rolling on the right track tonight.
North American Poker Tour, presented by PokerStars.net.
Back to Mohegan Sun. Our featured table is three-handed. Daniel, the short stack, has done little other than survive. Amateur Perry Horwich has the lead with over $75,000. Pro Faraz Jaka not far behind with $65,000.
This is a highly likable threesome, and I'm starting to root for the radiologist.
Radiologist with 7-6 offsuit. He's going to loosen up, three-handed, and a raise to $1,200.
A little Jaka in Horwich.
Daniel folds Jack 8. Now the real Jaka 8-4
I will
suited.
participate.
And he's going to come along. Wow, this could be fun, Norman.
These are very polite men trying to destroy each other.
7-6 against 8-4. Here's the flop. It is 9-6-7. Horwich with 2 pair. Jaka picks up a flush draw and an up and down straight draw.
That's an action flop, Lon. I know action flops.
And 800 from Jaka.
Really?
No, you're just kidding. Doesn't count, right?
All right, I'll make it 2,400.
Raised to 2,400 with his 7s and 6s.
He's starting to play the game.
Now Jaka.
I'm probably going to wish I bet more there, actually.